What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you guys are having an amazing Wednesday. It is beautiful and sunny, so I hope you're somewhere warm, enjoying the sunshine. But I wanted to bring you guys this story. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, is demanding 2 years of back divorce payments because he says he relies on them for his expenses. According to court filings exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, Kevin is demanding that payments which he claimed were agreed to in his and Wendy's marital settlement agreement resume after they suddenly ceased just before she was placed under guardianship in 2022. In the documents, Kevin said that their out-of-court mediation failed, and that's why he's bringing his case once again before the court. The father of two told the court, "I rely on the severance pay for my living expenses and have been without this income for 23 months, and it's affected me greatly." Wendy's ex is also asking that the star, via her guardianship, and we learned all about that, and I made some videos about that in regards to that documentary. It was so sad, and that guardian was so financially abusive. But I'll continue. He wants her to immediately pay all severance payments which may be due and owing at the time of this court's order. Kevin is also seeking to execute documents pertaining to Wendy's retirement plan. My goodness, Kevin, he is a leech and a half. He says, quote, "I also respectfully request that the court compel the plaintiff to sign the qualified domestic relations order for the retirement plan, or the alternative, appoint me an attorney, in fact, so I can execute the document if the plaintiff does not sign the document within 7 days of this court's order," he added. "I would not have to file this motion if the plaintiff did not stop my severance payments, not the entitlement of it all, and if the plaintiff would have signed the qualified domestic relations under the retirement plan." As the U.S. Sun previously revealed in the documents, Kevin also urged the court to compel Wendy's team to hand over all the bank records from the date of the dissolution of marriage until current. In the documents filed last week, Kevin argues that he was promised access to his ex's financial records by way of her guardian. On December 8, 2022, I attended a mediation with Wendy's counsel and Wendy's New York court-appointed guardian, Sabrina Morrissey. In that mediation, Wendy's counsel and guardian agreed to provide statements to accounts and bank records they claim to have gotten permission from the New York court to provide. One source, close to the mediation negotiations in 2022, revealed to the U.S. Sun during one of the meetings between the parties in December, the mediator, a former New Jersey judge, told Wendy's ex and his team, "The reality is there is no more money." They sucked Wendy dry. We learned that during the documentary, and Wendy said it herself. The out-of-court sessions were aimed at resolving Kevin's claims that he is owed money earmarked for him and their marital settlement agreement. Despite the former judge's statement about Wendy's financial affairs, there was no proof offered to them to support the allegation that the former TV star is broke, according to the insider close to the negotiations. During the mediation, Kevin repeatedly asked for Wendy's financial records. However, Kevin said despite supposed assurances from his ex's guardian and her attorney that they would provide him with Wendy's bank records, they never materialized. During the docuseries Where's Wendy Williams, which aired on Lifetime last month, the star said, while discussing her guardianship, quote, "I have no money. And let me tell you something, if it happens to me, it can happen to you," she told the camera of her financial situation. And this was like horribly sad because Wendy was a multimillionaire before they took her for everything that she had. The whole situation was just really heartbreaking. The Sun exclusively reported last month that Wendy was diagnosed with alcohol-related brain damage in 2019 during a rehab stint in Florida. The diagnosis was something her son finally confirmed to viewers of the Lifetime documentary. An insider said that the brain scan was done as a part of Wendy's rehab stay in Delray Beach. After the scan, a neurologist sat down with the star, her son, and now her ex-husband, Kevin. The doctor explained to them that Wendy was suffering from alcohol-related brain damage. They told her that alcohol abuse had done permanent damage to the layers in her brain. She was warned then and there if she continued to drink, the damage would only get worse. They told her if she kept drinking, she would continue to grow more forgetful, that she wouldn't remember people's names, and eventually she could forget who people were. After a comment call regarding the son's story that was sent to Wendy's guardian, her team released a statement saying that the star had been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia in 2023. The decision to share this news was difficult and made after careful consideration, not only to advocate for understanding and compassion for Wendy, but to raise awareness of aphasia and frontotemporal dementia and support the thousands of others facing similar circumstances. So here's a few things, right? I am, again, so heartbroken to hear about Wendy's situation, not only because of her diagnosis and her sickness, but also because of her, parasite ex-husband, right? Still trying to to get money that is essentially gone, that was stolen, taken by her guardian, right? Her guardianship. The whole situation, in my opinion, was just, it was really messed up, very abusive. When I say abusive, I mean financially abusive, taking advantage of someone that they know is not well physically, right? I feel like all the people that Wendy had surrounding her, and I've heard even stories about her sister, allegedly. I'm not going to repeat them because I don't know them to be true, but it reminds me a lot of Whitney Houston. Like, I remember when Whitney Houston, during her documentary, her father was suing her on his deathbed, mind you, for $100 million. Sir, you're in a hospital. What do you? Oh my goodness! When the Bible talks about the love of money, not money in and of itself, but the love of it is the root of all evil. This is what they're talking about. Sabrina Morrissey, I feel like she should not only be investigated, but everything that we've learned from the outside looking in, I can only imagine what the insiders know about how they have spent up literally Wendy's money. I mean, they blew through it like it was water, like it was nothing. And for Kevin to still be trying to demand, what he thinks he's owed. So, sir, you are owed a job application. I would suggest you get on Indeed.com, Monster.com, something, because there is no more money. I mean, between the lawyers, the guardianship, Wendy's lifestyle, her supporting you, Sharina Hudson, y'all's baby, Kevin Jr., the whole family. She bought her dad an apartment. That was back when she was 28 in Miami. But I feel like the whole family, has been riding Wendy's coattails for decades, and it's horrible. For Kevin to have used and abused his ex-wife, I mean, you cheated on Wendy, you had an outside baby on her, and you're still demanding her money. It's like, if you are, that good of a manager as you say you are or think you are, I don't understand why he's not managing other people. Obviously, Wendy can't work anymore. And unfortunately, her guardian, and you as well, I feel like no one really has had Wendy's best interest at heart. The closest was her son. And even, his expenses were just astronomical. Nobody in their right mind spends $100,000 or $120,000 on Uber Eats. Like, what were you ordering? Crab legs and caviar? That's ridiculous. Even if he was raised as a rich kid, I know a lot of people have said that, but you have to be sensible. Anyway, I wanted to bring you guys this story, but I just feel like, Kevin demanding blood from a turnip. It's like, I don't know what he expects to try to find. If, he's going to go through her financial records and find out that Sabrina has spent up all of his ex-wife's money, because that's what he's going to find, right? Like the guardianship, has essentially, spent all her money. Now he's trying to go after her retirement plan. It's ridiculous. It really is. I feel like Kevin needs to get a job, needs to get a grip, right? He has a small child, not just Kevin Jr., who's an adult, but he has the baby girl with Sharina Hudson that he still needs to pay for. And you still have to live as well. The money that Wendy earned was unfortunately spent up by users and abusers. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about what Kevin is going for? To me, he's chasing, the wind, but that's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.